Welcome to Mastering the Event Loop, Understanding the Heart of Async Python. We'll explore the core concepts and architecture of the event loop, delve into task scheduling, and examine coroutines and awaitables. Practical patterns and common pitfalls will also be covered to enhance your understanding of async Python. Task scheduling in the event loop is crucial for managing execution efficiently. It prioritizes tasks, ensuring that high-priority operations are handled promptly while others wait. This mechanism allows for seamless multitasking, optimizing resource use, and enhancing performance. Understanding this process is key to leveraging the full potential of asynchronous programming. Traditional synchronous code blocks during input-output operations, wasting central processing unit cycles. This inefficiency hinders scalability in handling thousands of connections. Asynchronous programming solves this by allowing a single thread to manage multiple tasks efficiently. While one task waits for input-output, others progress, akin to a chef preparing multiple dishes at once. Concurrency involves multiple tasks in progress, interleaving on a single central processing unit core, ideal for input-output bound work. It's like juggling, where only one ball is caught at a time. Parallelism, however, executes tasks simultaneously on multiple cores, perfect for central processing unit-bound tasks, akin to multiple chefs cooking their own dishes. The event loop is a continuous process managing async tasks, acting as a conductor for cooperative multitasking. It maintains a task queue, executing ready tasks and parking those waiting. When a coroutine awaits, it yields control, allowing the loop to allocate CPU time to another task, ensuring efficient task management. The event loop architecture consists of a task queue for ready-to-run tasks, a scheduler prioritizing task execution, an executor running tasks until they yield, and an I/O selector monitoring completed I/O operations. This cycle, known as a tick, repeats continuously, forming the loop that orchestrates asynchronous operations efficiently. Python's asyncio module is pivotal for async programming. Using asyncio.run, an event loop is created, executing coroutines like hello world to completion. The async def keyword defines coroutines, while await pauses execution, allowing the event loop to manage other tasks. This structure ensures efficient, non-blocking code execution. Coroutines are the backbone of async programming, defined with async def. They pause and resume execution, yielding control with await. Unlike threads, coroutines are cooperative, making async code predictable. For example, fetch data simulates an API call, pausing with await asyncio.sleep2 and process resumes to print the result. The await keyword is crucial in async programming, allowing the event loop to manage CPU time efficiently. Use await within async functions on awaitable objects like coroutines, tasks, and futures. Custom awaitable types implement await. A common mistake is omitting await, which returns a coroutine object instead of executing it, akin to receiving a recipe instead of a meal. Tasks are essential for concurrent execution in Asyncio. By wrapping coroutines, tasks allow multiple operations to run simultaneously. Using create task, coroutines like fetch URL are scheduled immediately. Asyncio.gather then waits for all tasks to complete, enabling efficient execution. This approach reduces total runtime, as seen when fetching from multiple URLs concurrently. The event loop processes tasks by first adding them to the ready queue using create task. It selects the next task, executing it until an await is encountered. Awaited operations register with the input-output selector, and the loop registers callbacks for when input-output completes. In the next iteration, the loop checks for completed input-output and resumes waiting tasks. In synchronous code, using time.sleep blocks the entire thread, halting all operations. Conversely, asyncio.sleep in asynchronous code allows other tasks to run concurrently, optimizing efficiency. Always replace blocking calls with async equivalents like AIOHTTP or AO files to maintain non-blocking behavior, crucial for effective asynchronous programming. Using Asyncio and AIOHTTP we can fetch data from multiple APIs concurrently. By creating tasks for 100 user profiles, asyncio.gather executes them simultaneously, drastically reducing the time compared to sequential requests. This approach efficiently handles multiple API calls, demonstrating the power of asynchronous programming in real-world applications. Choosing between asyncio.gather and asyncio.wait depends on your needs. Use gather for simple concurrent operations. It waits for all tasks and cancels on exceptions. For complex orchestration, wait offers fine control, returning done and pending sets, and can handle tasks as they complete. Task cancellation and timeouts are crucial in asynchronous programming. Use asyncio.waitFor to limit task duration, handling exceptions like asyncio timeout error for clean cancellation. Explicitly cancel tasks with task.cancel, ensuring they reach an await point to prevent data corruption. This cooperative approach ensures tasks stop gracefully, maintaining data integrity. Blocking operations halt the event loop, freezing all tasks. Common culprits include time, sleep, requests, get, and file input, output. To maintain responsiveness, use async alternatives like asyncio, sleep, aiohttp.get, and IO files, open. This ensures tasks continue running smoothly without interruption. When dealing with blocking code, use executors to maintain event loop responsiveness. Import asyncio and thread pool executor. Define your blocking operation like a CPU-intensive task. In your async function, get the event loop and run the blocking operation in a thread pool using loop run in executor. This offloads work, ensuring other async tasks remain responsive. Advanced scenarios may require custom event loop behavior. Python allows setting custom loop policies, crucial for frameworks or integrating async code with GUI toolkits like Qt or tkinter. Use asyncio.set event loop policy, custom policy, to implement a custom loop. Most developers won't need this, but it's vital for specialized applications. Enable debug mode in asyncio to catch common mistakes like forgotten awaits and slow callbacks. Use warnings to detect unawaited coroutines early. Profile your code with iodebug to identify slow tasks and bottlenecks. For a global debug mode during development, set the Python asyncio debug 1 environment variable. Avoid common async pitfalls by ensuring you always use await with coroutines to prevent them from not running. Replace blocking synchronous I/O with async alternatives to keep tasks flowing. Manage shared state with asyncio. Lock. To prevent race conditions. Limit task concurrency using asyncio. Semaphore. To avoid overwhelming resources. Real-world async applications require a scalable architecture. Use context managers for resource management, like an API client with aiohttp. Organize related functionality into async classes and separate business logic from I/O concerns. This ensures efficient handling of tasks, as seen in the main function using asyncio.gather for concurrent data fetching. Asynchronous programming excels in input-output bound workloads like network requests and database queries, especially with high concurrency and long waiting times. However, for central processing unit-bound tasks, multiprocessing is preferable. Simple scripts and limited input-output operations benefit more from synchronous code due to reduced complexity and overhead. Real-world performance gains from async programming are significant. For 100 API calls, database queries, file operations, and web scraping, async drastically reduces execution time. Sync operations might take up to 60 seconds, while async can cut this down to nearly zero. The benefits are most pronounced with high concurrency and extended wait times. To deepen your async programming knowledge, start with the official Async.io documentation. Systematically work through tutorials and examples. Build projects like an async web scraper or chat server for hands-on experience. Explore frameworks such as FastAPI, aiohttp, or AsyncPG to understand production-grade async patterns. The event loop orchestrates asynchronous execution, scheduling tasks and managing input-output for concurrent operations on a single thread. Coroutines yield control cooperatively, enhancing predictability and efficiency in input-output bound tasks. Avoid blocking the event loop. Use asynchronous libraries and executors. Structure your code with context managers and semaphores for scalable, maintainable asynchronous applications.